What's up, peeps? Yo, this is your boy Sam C. I'm here with the new one. I got a few things I want to talk about today. I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope everybody enjoys the video. I hope everybody joins the channel because I got some stuff to say. Anyways, as my little Filipino loves to say, sige now, let's get to it, baby. Alright, peeps. Hope everybody's doing good in YouTube land. I hope everybody's feeling blessed. I hope everybody is feeling comfortable wherever they're at. Well, for me, you know what? I'm comfortable here. I love it here in Conway. I'm just kind of missing something in my life, I don't know if it's a woman. I don't know if it's more money. I guess really it's probably a woman. And no, it's not one of those things where I need a woman to complete me. It's not that about that at all. I just need some better companionship, somebody that I can kind of trust and grow with. Like I said, I'm getting up there in age, and kind of now's the time to really think about just getting that one good companion. I hope I found it. I think I found it. What's up, everybody? Yeah, so I just took my dog to the park there. We had a good time. We were chilling. It got a little bit hot out there. But first, when I started doing this video, it was like 80-something degrees, but now it kind of changed and went up a little bit. So I believe it's probably about 92, and the humidity came out because, it rained yesterday. So that was a bit much for Pepper. So we're going to kind of finish off and talk about some things inside mi casa. So the topic of today was, what are the reasons I should not go to the Philippines? There's plenty of reasons why I should, and I'll kind of get into it in a different video, but what are the top 3 reasons why I should not go to the Philippines? And what I mean by going to the Philippines, I mean living there permanently. I've been blessed to have the opportunity to have a stream of money for the rest of my life to where I can live comfortably in the Philippines, but should I stay or should I go? So the first thing I want to talk about is, should I stay or should I go to the Philippines and live there permanently, is the language barrier. I know there's this huge misconception that all Filipinos speak English, and you know what, a good majority of them do. But once you start going into places outside of Manila, Cebu, Dumaguete, those type of American influence places, the language can be an issue. And to be honest with you, I think a lot of people can speak the language. They just choose not to when they're dealing with money. For instance, on my way back to the airport, coming from Manila, it's only about a 10-minute ride, depending on traffic. So we got inside the cab, and he started speaking Tagalog. And luckily, my girlfriend, Annie, she speaks Tagalog. She's from the Visayas region, but she speaks Tagalog too. And he started saying in Tagalog, yeah, it's gonna be an extra 300 pesos because you guys have a lot of bags and stuff, and he wasn't gonna run the meter, and he was kind of saying it and, starting to drive off. Luckily, Annie speaks Tagalog, and she said, no, that's illegal. You can't charge us for more, but we're already on our way, and I'm one of the type of guys that, I just don't want to argue about it. If you feel like you need to get over on me that bad, it's cool, it's no problem, man. So we kind of negotiated. I gave him an extra 100 pesos. We got to the airport safe and sound, all good. We're happy. Hopefully he's happy with an extra 100. I don't see how, but anyways, that's just the way it goes. So to get back to the point, there's 2 things that I guess I want to say on that. So number 1, not everybody speaks English. And number 2, they could very well speak English or have a good general understanding of how to talk for your basic, needs in English, but they choose not to. And once I went to visit Butuan, I really noticed a difference between the English speakers and the non-English speakers. And it's really not my place to judge or say, oh, you guys should learn English, because I'm in their country. So to be honest, I really should be learning Bisaya, which I'm working on. And granted, Bisaya is not a very easy language to learn, but I'm gonna try my best. So I guess the point is, That's one drawback to going to the Philippines is there might be some language barriers once you're conducting your daily needs or you're conducting your business or you're doing business transactions. So anyways, that's number one. So check this out. So number two is kind of crazy, right? I kind of did a boo-boo once I went to the Philippines. Just to give you some background, I arrived in Manila. We spent a few days in Manila and I wanted to meet her family. She wanted me to meet her family. This is Annie we're talking about, of course. So we got a plane, and Annie lives in Cagayan de Oro, which they call CDO. The locals call CDO. So anyways, we took a plane from CDO and we decided that we were gonna take a 4-hour drive from CDO to Butuan. I've never driven in the Philippines before. I've been on taxi rides and I know the Manila traffic was just kind of crazy. So I decided to drive. And let me tell you guys, it was a big mistake. I was scared the whole time. And even in a little city like Butuan, well, I guess they wouldn't consider it a little city, but even in a city the size of Butuan with maybe 150 to 200,000 people, the traffic was bananas, yo. They don't have stop signs there, y'all. So what you have to do is you have to be super, super aggressive. You have to, if you want to take a left turn and there's oncoming traffic, you could be sitting there for hours. So what you have to do is the Filipina way. You just have to make your way through and pray to God that nobody doesn't hit you. And one last caveat. So also I made a big mistake. I decided to drive at night, right? So we wanted to go get some Jollibee, and you guys all know about Jollibee, hopefully. Their food is a little bit overrated, but it's not bad. Anyway, so we decided to drive to Jollibee, and the place is flooded with these little small motorcycles, or I guess they're called mopeds, what we call them in the US. They are just all over the place. So we're driving and, you know, we're doing our thing. I'm driving the speed limit there, which is nothing posted. So I was going about, 40 kilometers inside the city limit. So I guess that would be the speed limit. And we're just driving. I've got my lights on. Then I had to do a screeching halt, because there was a guy with a little girl on the back of his moped, and he was driving at night with no lights. I couldn't even see him. Yo, that's crazy, y'all. But anyways, that's number two. Be aware of the congestion. Honestly, once I move there, if I do, I'm gonna be getting a car because, I'm not down. I'm too big. I'm too heavy to be going on a tricycle. I ain't gonna get on the back of the moped with some dude. That ain't me. And if that's your thing, it's all good. I'm not judging, but that just ain't me. Jeepney, forget about it. I'd go there for tourist purposes to ride on the Jeepney, but I ain't gonna be riding there every single day. It ain't gonna happen. Anyways, that's number two, y'all. Number three is the crime. Yeah, guys, I said it. There is crime in the Philippines, and actually, there's probably a good bit of crime. It's not like the crime that you think in the US with a lot of murders and stuff happening, but there's a lot of pickpocketers, there's a lot of scammers, so you really have to kind of beware. A lot of unscrupulous people kind of walking around. And that's just kind of my experience with Manila. Some of the other places I imagine it's not bad, but and I get it, right? Because a lot of, if you don't have money, you got to do what you got to do to survive. You got to hustle, man, and I ain't mad at anybody for hustling. But if you're touring there, you gotta be aware that there is crime there. Let me tell you a little story. So there's a little night market that Annie wanted to go to. And I was like, cool, yeah, let's go to the night market, let's, for 100 pesos, which is about 200 bucks, I can get me some shirts, get me some gear, get me that fake Louis Vuitton or whatever, man, I am down. So anyways, we took the ride from the hotel to the night market. And it was a seedy looking place, I was kind of looking around like, yo, what's up with this, Am I in the friendly country of the Philippines, man? They got, all tatted out people, I wouldn't say they're thugs or anything, but man, they were doing their thing, right? So anyways, we're walking there, and Annie tells me, before we get out of the taxi, keep your bag close, hold on to my hand, and make sure to be aware of your surroundings. I was like, what? We're in the Philippines. Yo, everybody's friendly. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me like that. anyways, it was kind of an eye-opener, you know. I realized that there's a lot of crimes out there, and I'm not talking about the crimes where the online girls are scamming you. I mean, everybody kind of knows about that, and hopefully you're kind of aware and make sure it doesn't happen to you. But there's a lot of property crimes there, and I was just kind of reading an article, and they were saying that Philippines, for all the other countries in Asia, kind of has one of the highest crime rates. So that's it, guys. You know, I just kind of want to drop a few lines there on what I found 3 disadvantages to moving to the Philippines. They're not deal breakers. I tell you what, there's a lot more crime in the US. Congestion, I can't say that there's more congestion in the US, but there is a lot of congestion in the US. You know, and the language barrier, of course we don't experience that in the US. But anyways, those are just 3 things that I learned once I moved to the Philippines, or once I visited the Philippines, and those are the 3 things to consider if you're considering moving to the Philippines. Anyways, that's it for now, folks. I'm gonna leave a little video of what the park looked like. I wanted to shoot at the park today, but my dog started getting a little hot and she was uncomfortable, so I'll leave a little bit of the scenes from the park, man. Thank you guys for watching if you made it that far. God bless, you know, and I'm always gonna leave with this quote, and I'm always gonna paraphrase it. It's from Maya Angelou, and the quote goes like this: people won't remember what you say to them, people won't remember what you do to them, but people will always remember how you made them feel. So guys, you know, if there's something you need to change in your life, yeah, just remember that, you know, everything is forgivable. You know, tell somebody you love them, tell somebody you care for them, try to make that other person feel good, man, and you'll be all right. God bless y'all. See you on the next one.